this Hillary's or is this yours? Sorry, I'll have to log back in again. All right, everybody. Our Mayor Ramsey is going to actually introduce our fire chief for you all. So we'll just have Mayor Ramsey come up first and say a few words.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much to each of you for being here with us in South Jordan, where our hearts are very heavy today, as together we mourn as a community the loss of one of our finest, one of our longtime firefighters here in South Jordan. We're heartbroken, and we send our love and our condolences and our appreciation to his family. I'm going to turn the time over to our fire chief, Chief Chris Dawson, for details. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a difficult day for South Jordan and South Jordan Fire Department. We're here today to share some information about senior firefighter Corban Summers and just let you know what a great man and great firefighter he was. Yesterday, shortly after 2 o'clock, senior firefighter Summers was found unresponsive in his dorm room. The crew was working on a late lunch. They went to get their coworker and he didn't respond. They immediately went to work to render life-saving efforts and were unfortunately unable to save Corbin. He was later pronounced deceased at Jordan Valley Hospital. We appreciate the great work that they did to take care of Corbin, and we appreciate the hospital as well for their care that they've rendered to Corbin as well. Our hearts go out to his family, his loved ones, his cohorts, and everybody throughout the fire service. I know everybody has really been feeling this, and we appreciate the outpouring of support and kindness that has been given us thus far. This is a heavy lift and a very tragic circumstance. It's something that we certainly had hoped would never occur, but we're going to do everything in our power to honor Corbin and the life that he led. He was a veteran firefighter with us for over 23 years. He also served part-time in Bluffdale. He spent some time in Saratoga, as well as early in his career West Jordan. So he's been around and he's well known. Corbin was just perhaps the most positive individual I think I've ever met. I never saw Corbin where he didn't have a smile, a giggle, and some kind of a joke to tell. He just was that good man, that good person. He could take truly a tragic circumstance and make it bring some positivity, some kindness, some kind word or kind action to help those that were in need at any given time. He just was that great guy. Again, this is difficult for our fire department, and we're gonna miss our brother and very much. Corbin leaves behind a wife. He was recently married in February. He also has 3 adult daughters and an adult son that he leaves behind, as well as the rest of his family. And again, our care is for them, and we'll do everything we can to help them through this difficult time as well. Corbin was an avid outdoorsman. He had a cabin up in Duchesne County. He loved to go there. He loved to fish. He loved to go to Strawberry and Current Creek and spend time outdoors. And most of all, he just loved being with his family and his friends and being with others. Just I can't emphasize what a kind and great individual he was, and how much he'll be missed. I'll open it if you have any questions I can share about Corbin.
You're wearing a black stripe across your badge. What does that symbolize?
Yeah, with any time in public safety, there's a loss. We wear that badge shroud to honor that individual, and we will do that for the next month to honor his memory.
How can the community support you through a tough time like this?
we just appreciate the kind words. You know, our community is wonderful here, and our surrounding communities. We appreciate all that they've done. Yesterday was a difficult day. We appreciate our surrounding departments for coming in and helping us to cover our city while we were busy, and they offered and will do that for us at the memorial service. Certainly, as we get more information about his memorial service, we'll share that with you as well. Those preparations are ongoing right now.
How's the family doing tonight?
Well, as you can imagine, it's very difficult. This has been very, very difficult for the family. You know, both his family, his loved ones, as well as his fire family. Everybody is suffering right now, and this is difficult.
You mentioned this is a tragic job at times, difficult, taxing. What does it take to wake up every day and commit that much service, commit your life to this kind of public service?
Yeah, you know, I can't say enough about our public safety professionals. You know, we're at a time where not that many people want to be public safety professionals anymore. It's a difficult time to be in police and fire, EMS, and to help the community, but we have wonderful, committed people that want nothing more than to help those in the community, and they get up every day to do it, and they see and do some of the most tragic things as part of their work. But you know, they also do some of the best things. They're constantly looking for ways to jump out, to find people to help, and to just do good things. That's our mantra here at the South Jordan Fire Department, is do good things. And that's we all take that very, very seriously, to look for ways in which to just make an impact on others. And Corbin was just that guy. I mean, he just was the best of the best when it came to just a smile, a kind word, a joke, irreverent at times, but just a fun guy, and super close to his crew. Very dedicated to his job.
Can you share at this point what exactly happened yesterday? What's caused his death?
At this point, we don't know. We suspect that he had a medical event that caused this situation, but we're still waiting to find out exactly what led to his death. But we believe it was medical in nature.
Do you know if he had any other history of medical problems prior to this or anything?
I don't have that information to share. Yeah.
Chief, can you just elaborate a little bit more on his love of this community? Even at KSL, we've done stories about him stepping in to perform CPR at the rec center on somebody.
Yeah.
Just 23 years in a community. That is unprecedented. That's amazing.
Yeah, he was great, and he was never shy about jumping in. So yeah, he actually helped to save an individual's life. I believe it was in 2015. He jumped in, and somebody had gone into full arrest at the community center. He jumped right in to perform CPR and perform life-saving measures, even though he was off duty. Technically, he didn't need to jump in, but of course, any of us would, and he did. And it just made that positive impact. Shortly after coming to South Jordan as a chief, I had known Corbin before coming here, but one of my introductions here was just a funny video that he did where he had gone out into the park and saved a bunch of ducklings, and put together a funny little video with a little song that he made up about that, and it just spoke to his humor and the fun person that he was. But always looking for, I don't know a firefighter better than Corbin that would just jump in and help his brother or sister or anybody else in need.
With something so sudden and tragic as this, you mentioned this takes a toll on your department. How do you help them get through tough times like these? Do you make resources available, things like that?
Yeah, it's a great question. That's a big component, right? You know, again, as I said before, our folks are subjected to difficult and tragic things as part of their course of work. And so our chaplain has been working directly with our people, as well as some other mental health resources, as well as our peer support team, have all been very engaged with the folks, and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. For as long as our folks need the help, we'll be there to stand by them to help them through this difficult time. Again, I can't overemphasize how much we appreciate the outpouring of support from the community, from our surrounding neighboring agencies, and everybody's just really jumped up. This has been a heavy lift and a difficult time, and we really appreciate the resources that others have given us to help us through.
All right, we have time for one more question.
Is there a memorial set up for him where people can drop flowers off or anything, pay their respects?
We don't have a memorial set up yet. We're still working through some of those details, but as we get that information, we'll be sure to send it out.
Ready services along those lines?
Yes, certainly there will be a memorial service. We expect probably sometime later this week, the end of the week, and as we get those services finalized and that information finalized, we will push that out.
If people are wanting to drop, would you rather them come here, or if they're wanting to go to the fire station, where would you rather them directed to?
Yeah, I think it would be appropriate to come here to the public safety building here in South Jordan, and we can certainly share that with our crews, and we'll definitely do so.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everybody. We're going to try our best to get those details for you. We don't have an ETA on that, but as soon as we got memorial information, we'll get it out to you and get you that information. So thanks, everyone.
Is there GoFundMe set up? Do we know?
Not that I know of. Yep. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody.